Nice to be here.
Sir, you called for a conference, Sportsmen Against Terrorism. How did you come up with this idea?
First of all, I would love to express my opinion. What a lovely place you have over here.
Thank you.
I love the setup.
Thank you.
Regarding the conference, the Sportsmen Against Terrorism, it was like a very simple idea. We have a lot of sportsmen or a lot of professional players. They played inside the country and outside the country. So with the problems we are facing right now inside the streets of Egypt and on the border, we can see a lot of export ideas coming to us. We are not familiar with it before, like terrorize each other, or terrorism on the border, or terrorism inside the cities. So I thought about it. We have a lot of professional players. They live outside the country. They play professionally. They know how to speak the language. They mingle with the other society. So I said, well, if we can get each other and we have a conference and we send a message to outside Egypt.
Why sportsmen in particular? Why you choose to?
Because this is my field.
Yeah.
And this is what I really understand about the how we approach our subject from an athletic points of view or sportsman point of view. Besides, we have so many friends with the families we used to live with outside the country, or with the media outside. As you know, sports figures always very close to the public.
Yeah.
So we have players lived in Germany, some other players in Belgium or Holland, myself in the United States. So we thought about it and we said, well, let's have a conference and address our subject to the outside world. And I discussed the idea with the Dr. Mustafa Hadib, the CEO of publishing big publishing company in Egypt, El Gamouria newspaper, and he liked the idea very much. And he told me that, well, we'll have it here, we'll have it at this building, and we'll have the conference. And we start working with the some other facilities, and we got a big response. The television, and I really wanted to thank them a lot. They decided to have the conference live for at least 2 hours on Nile Sport and some other TV channels in Egypt. So our words gets to the outside world in this meeting.
Okay, the conference was delivering a message about what's happening in Egypt after the 30th of June.
Right.
Can you explain to me what's happening in Egypt now?
Well, the view was very different. We have been talking to each other internally inside the country, and suddenly when we start think about how the other side, the other world think about us, they have a very narrow idea, and they considered what happened in Egypt, it's like a coup.
Yeah.
So we wanted to change this concept, and it will happen when we start to talk to the outside media or countries outside Egypt. And this is our message. Let's talk to the outside world. Let's talk to Europe. Let's talk to America. And we are, as a sports figures, we can deliver the message. We can send them the message. So this is the main idea, to deliver the message outside the country. Inside the country, we have been talking to each other, and we have a wonderful gathering 30th of June, when we have 3 or 4 million only inside Cairo, and like 30 million all over the country. So this is a big number. So, but we need to address the subject outside to change their view. They think that we have a coup in Egypt, but we are as Egyptian, we don't think this way.
But sir, among
think it's
the
like the population decision.
among the sportsmen figures, maybe the famous ones, some believe that what happened in Egypt is a coup, and other believes it's a real revolution. How
Right.
far the different in political views affect sports, especially in Egypt?
Well, first of all, everyone entitled for her opinion, so we respect all the opinions.
Hmm.
But if they show their concern about what happened inside Egypt was like a coup, so we have the right also to show that it wasn't a coup, and that's the debate.
Yeah.
And we would like to express our opinion, talking to the outside world, talking even to our friends and our colleague inside the country. Let's have an open discussion for the sake of the country. You know, it's not to insist on our opinion and to show that we are right. No, it's the way to open a free discussion in a free democratic country. And this is what the main target from this conference. And it went real fine. Some people was talking in English, some other in German, some, you know, and this is the whole idea. And we all sports figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you know, the last 2 years or 3 years, sports in Egypt was declined.
Yeah.
So we wanted to pump it up. We wanted to get it up.
What are the main and important speeches that were delivered in this conference in particular?
Well, two things. We cannot terrorize each other. This is the first message we wanted to express and we wanted to deliver. We cannot, as Egyptian, to carry guns against each other. We cannot stay away from the public service where we can have a group of people, all of us together, to fight this kind of attitude, because nobody can do it. Army, the forces in Egypt cannot do that by itself. It's a community. It's a community work. So our idea at that time, how to get the community to work together, how to implement it in a right way. We are not officially governed by any ministry of Egypt, but we are Egyptian. We are a normal, ordinary people. So we have to get each other and talk to the governors in all the 27 governors in Egypt, and let's have it in a way where we can look like a civilian issue. You know, this way we can help the country a little bit. The armed forces, they have the role to protect the country inside and on the border, and we are, as an ordinary citizens, we would like also to have an idea where we can fight this kind of terrorism among ourselves. So we have to start somewhere. This is the idea, how to get the civilian people to start to work side to side with the governor, with the authorities in Egypt. And I think it went fine, because some of the governors, they contacted us, and they wanted to have this conference also in their states, like governor of the Khalil.
So it
So
succeeded very much, the conference.
Yes, we are expanding now.
Yeah.
You see, this is the whole idea. It's not only a work where we can have the armed forces working.
Yeah.
No, we wanted to get the civilian characters, or the civilian ordinary people, to start to share this concern. So idea here is to stop to terrorize each other. We cannot terrorize each other. It's, you know, this is the idea that at that point.
Well, Captain Osama Khalil, a renowned sportsman and ambassador of goodwill, thank you for joining us, and welcome once again to Nile Cruise.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, we'll go to a report about tourism and we'll come back, so please stay tuned.